以下是耶稣针对奇迹正文第7章天国的礼物第2节天国之律所做的示意，请在看完奇迹正文第7章第2节之后，再来聆听耶稣的引导。You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. 你确实是有福之人，我是你所知的耶稣。In this section of the text, what we are revealing to you really is the absolute difference between the kingdom of heaven and the world in which you find yourself. 在这个章节中，我们其实要让你看到的是天国与你身处的世界截然不同之处。And as you are traveling through these tumultuous times, it is very clear to most of you that this is not a loving place, and that there is something afoot here that is, we will say, dark, shadowy,unloving. 大部分的人在经历当前混乱的时代之际，都能看出这个世界不是一个有爱的地方，有某些隐秘、阴暗而缺乏爱心的事情正在进行着。We do not want to go into accusations of the leaders of your society, but what we want you to understand is that as you go through this transformative process, and all of you who are doing a course in miracles are intentionally going through a transformative process, preemptively of the world forcing you to go through a transformative process. So, everybody in the world is going through a transformative process. 但我们不希望你开始谴责你们社会的领导人，而是希望你了解到，在你经历这段转化过程之际，世界上的每个人也都在经历转化过程。你们学习奇迹课程的人都是有意的经历转化的过程，不必等到世界强迫你转化。Now, some of you are doing it voluntarily and preemptively.Others are doing it reluctantly and in a confused way. 因此，有些人是自愿且先一步的经历这个转化过程，有些人则是不情愿的，或是以抗拒的方式来经历。But most of you are coming to see the insanity of the world. Most of you are coming to see the unloving nature of some of your governing bodies. 但无论如何，大部分的人将会看到世界的疯狂，大部分的人将会看到你们的某些领导机构没有爱心的本质。And many of you are becoming more and more confused.Because you are listening to the lies of the serpent. 许多人将会越来越迷惑，因为你们正在听信蛇的谎言。Now that sounds very biblical, doesn't it? And it is indeed. You are listening to the lies of the serpent, and we want you to understand that symbology is very important in your society right now. 这听起来有点像圣经故事，不是吗？确实如此。你们正在听信蛇的谎言。我们希望你了解，此时象征的使用在你们的社会中是极其重要的一环。What we want you to think about is what system of healing uses this image of the serpent as part of its messaging system, and that is the healing business that you are all witnessing, flexing its muscles and controlling. 我们希望你想想，在2020年7月，我们发布这个传讯内容之际，请你去想一想，哪一个有关治疗的组织使用蛇作为其讯息传递系统的一部分，这就是你正在目睹的治疗产业，它正在展示其武力和控制。 We want you to understand that you can trust how you feel to a certain degree. You can trust that when you don't think things are aligning, that you are perceiving correctly. 请了解，你可以在某种程度上信赖你的感觉，你可以信赖你认为事情偏离正轨的感觉，你的感觉是正确的。Things are not aligning in this world. They have not been aligning for a very, very, very long time. But this misalignment has been painted up to look very pretty. 这个世界里有种种事物偏离了正轨，且这种情况已经持续相当长久的一段时间。然而，这种偏离的事实被涂上非常美丽的外表。It has been painted up to look kind. It has been painted up to look, as we say in the chorus, a skeleton with lipstick on. 使它看起来像是仁慈的，正如奇迹课程所描述的，为骷髅画上红唇。And what you are all seeing is that the skeleton is becoming more and more obvious. 然而，你正看到的是骷髅的真面目变得越来越明显。Now the kingdom, which is not this place, is however a place that you are heading towards and you are learning to feel your way to. 天国不是这个地方，但那是你正在前往的地方，且你正学习摸索着前进。And this is what we want to encourage in you today. We want you to begin to really trust when you don't want to do something, or when you feel that something isn't copacetic, as you say in your society. 这就是我们今天想要鼓励你的事情。我们希望你确实开始信赖你不想去做什么事情的感觉，以及你觉得某件事情不太妙的感觉。When you feel that something is confusing and you can't make a decision, don't make a decision. 当你觉得某件事情让你感到困惑，而你无法做决定时，请不要做出决定。You have to begin to trust in your own guidance and your own connection to the divine, and that is what this course is for. 你必须开始信赖你自己的指引，以及你与神圣源头的连结，这才是奇迹课程的宗旨。It is to clear away the confusion of the conditioned mind, so that you can make wise decisions that are going to lead you on the road to the kingdom. 奇迹课程的宗旨正是要清除你那受制约的心灵所产生的困惑，这样你才能做出明智的决定。Now the kingdom is not death. The kingdom is everlasting life, and that is what I have always taught. Everlasting life is where you want to be confused. 而这个决定将引导你踏上通往天国之路。天国并非死亡，天国是永恒不朽的生命。这也是我一直以来所教导的真相。你应着眼于永恒不朽的生命。Now, this is not about the body per se, but it is about the idea of loving being everything and everything being held together by magnetic forces, positive and negative, masculine and feminine, yin and yang, the opposites form a whole. 然而，这并不是指身体的不朽，而是说明爱就是万物这个观念。万物都被神奇的力量整合在一起，不论是正面和负面，男性和女性，或是阴与阳， 事实上，这些相反的面向构成了一个整体。In this place, this 3D place in which you find yourself, the opposite form a whole. 在你身处的3次元世界中，那些相反的面向构成了一个完整的整体。And so it is through the acceptance of the shadow, it is through the acceptance of your shadow, bringing it up to the surface, looking at it, that you will become whole. 因此唯有透过接纳阴影，将它带到表面，并且正视它，你才能成为完整的生命。If you deny it, if you deny that you are afraid of things, if you deny that you are manipulated by others, if you deny that you are afraid of speak up, then you cannot become whole. 如果你否认自己的阴影，如果你否认自己害怕某些事物，如果你否认自己被他人操纵，如果你否认你害怕大声说出自己的想法，你就不可能变得完整。It is in the acceptance of some of these aspects of yourself that you have been hiding, that you will find completion within the realms that are possible within this particular place. 唯有接纳你所隐藏的这些面向，你才会在这个世界中找到完整，这是你在这个地方可能达成的目标。Now you are safely held in the arms of God. Your journey here into this place of seeming madness and fear and death is your choice. But it is also your choice to leave it, and that is what we are encouraging you to contemplate as you listen to these text reading lessons. 请了解你在上主的怀抱中安然无恙，你踏入这个看似疯狂、恐惧且充满死亡之地的旅程，是出于自己的选择。但是要知道，离开这样的地方也是你的选择。在你阅读课程的这段章节时，我们请你深思一下。We are asking you to contemplate the idea that there is a place that you live in, is your home, that is not fear-driven and death-driven and persecution-driven, that is in fact completely and wholly loving, and it is there for you. 我们请你思考一下这个观念，有一个你所生活的地方，即你的家，那里不受恐惧、死亡和迫害的驱使。事实上，你的家洋溢着绚烂的爱，且它就在那里等候你。And in focusing on that beautiful kingdom, you can weather the storms, the trials, the tribulations of this place. And that is what we are seeking to encourage you to do, to focus on love, to focus on forgiveness, to get above the battleground, and to love and nurture yourself and your brothers and sisters to the best of your ability. 当你聚焦于美丽的天国时，你就能平安度过此地的风暴及种种试炼，这就是我们鼓励你去做的事。换言之，聚焦于爱，聚焦于宽恕，超越战场之上，尽己所能的爱护并滋养自己以及你的兄弟姐妹。Given the level of evolution and consciousness expansion that you have at this time, knowing that you will make mistakes, knowing that there are times you will be confused, and you might make the wrong decision。依照你此时能够达到的进化与意识扩展的程度来做，同时知道你会犯错，你有时候会感到困惑，且你可能做出错误的决定。But we want you to understand that you are always held in the arms of God, and so you do not need to be afraid.You do not to worry what other people think of you. You can make the decisions that you need to make based on your connection to this ever-evolving and ever-awakening connection to the divine.但是我们希望你了解，你一直都在上主的怀抱里，因此你不必感到害怕，你不必担心他人对你的看法，你可以做出你需要做出的决定，且是根据你与神圣源头的连结而做的决定。I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again soon. 我是你所知的耶稣，我们很快再续。